Pope Francis appointed Manila Archbishop Cardinal Luis Antonio Tagle as the new prefect of the congregation, signaling a significant shift in the church's leadership. Big changes often follow life's toughest moments, and recently, something happened that deeply shook Cardinal Tagle. Not long after, he made an announcement that had everyone talking. The event was so significant that people were eager to understand the full story and what led to such a major decision. What discovery could have touched him so profoundly? And is this the beginning of an entirely new chapter for someone so admired around the world? Cardinal Tagle, a man known for his warmth, compassion, and steady leadership, appeared visibly weighed down as he made the sudden announcement. It was not something anyone expected from someone so revered. Even in ordinary life, there are many reasons why we feel tired, but for Tagle, the moment carried more than just personal exhaustion. His voice, usually strong and full of life, seemed to carry a sorrow this time. It was the sorrow of a leader who had seen something that cut deep into his heart. As the news spread, whispers turned into open conversations, and people began asking hard questions. Was he strong enough to steer the church through even rougher times? Could his legacy survive the unexpected storm that was now unfolding? To understand the weight of that moment, it's important to know the story that shaped Cardinal Tagle into the man he is today. Born on June 21, 1957, into a family where faith was not just a practice but a way of life, Tagle was immersed in a culture that taught him values of respect, humility, and devotion from an early age. His parents, deeply rooted in Catholic traditions, had a rich heritage of Tagalog and Chinese Filipino blood, blending two cultures that would shape his worldview. It was in this nurturing environment that Tagle first learned the meaning of service, compassion, and loyalty to something greater than himself. Growing up, Tagle was not the type of child who craved the spotlight. He was thoughtful, observant, and passionate about his faith. His journey through education began at St. Andrew's School, where he completed both his elementary and high school studies. His teachers quickly noticed something special about him. While other boys might have been restless, young Luis displayed a quiet depth that seemed rare for his age. He took his studies seriously, but more than that, he carried himself with a kind of inner stillness, a focus that suggested he was destined for something beyond the ordinary path. After high school, Tagle's path became clearer as he pursued his calling at the Jesuit-run San Jose Seminary, enrolling in a rigorous program of spiritual and academic formation. He also attended Ateneo de Manila University, where he earned a Bachelor of Arts degree in pre-divinity. Those years were filled with long hours of study, prayer, and reflection. Yet he excelled, not because he sought personal glory, but because he saw education as a way to deepen his ability to serve others. Tagle's journey didn't stop there. He went on to earn a master's degree in theology from the Loyola School of Theology, where his intellect and passion for faith found an even stronger voice. His professors recognized his rare ability to combine deep theological knowledge with a genuine warmth that could connect with ordinary people. Tagle wanted to bring the faith to life for those who struggled to see hope in their own lives, not just understand it in an abstract way. This thirst for understanding led him beyond the Philippines to the Catholic University of America, where he pursued a doctorate in sacred theology. This was a period that tested him in new ways, challenging him to engage with complex theological debates. His dissertation on church leadership received high praise, showcasing his ability to combine scholarly work with pastoral care. In 1982, after years of study, prayer, and reflection, Tagle was ordained as a priest. It was a proud moment not just for him, but for everyone who had watched him grow into the man he was becoming. Standing at the altar in the simple robes of a new priest, Tagle made a promise to God and to the people he would serve. He was not stepping into the priesthood for power or status. His heart was set on serving with humility, kindness, and truth. After his ordination, he spent many years working in different roles across the Philippines. Whether he was teaching, visiting homes, or leading small communities in prayer, people noticed that he listened more than he spoke. He had a unique way of making others feel heard, even if they felt their story wasn't important. His work didn't go unnoticed. His calm leadership and deep knowledge of faith caught the attention of many beyond the small towns he served. Eventually, Pope John Paul II saw something special in Tagle and appointed him to the International Theological Commission, a group made up of some of the best minds in the Catholic world. This was a significant appointment, signaling the trust placed in Tagle to help guide the Church's thinking on major issues. During his time with the Commission, he became deeply involved in research on the Second Vatican Council, examining it not just as an academic topic, but through the eyes of ordinary people. His work stood out because it connected the history of Vatican II with real human feeling, making it something people could understand and relate to. As his career progressed, Tagle's reputation grew. In 2019, he received one of the most important appointments of his life, prefect of the Congregation for the Evangelization of Peoples. This role placed him at the heart of the Church's efforts to spread its message worldwide. It was a clear sign that the Vatican saw something special in him, not just as a respected leader in Asia, but as a central figure on the global Catholic stage. His work as prefect involved overseeing missionary efforts across continents, especially in places where Christianity was growing but faced many challenges. However, instead of sitting behind a desk, he continued his habit of traveling, meeting local communities, and understanding their struggles firsthand. Over time, whispers began to grow about his potential future within the Church. Could Cardinal Tagle one day become Pope? His broad appeal, deep humility, and ability to connect with people across cultures made him a strong candidate in the eyes of many. His alignment with Pope Francis's vision for a church based on love, humility, and reaching out to the forgotten made him a natural heir to some. Yet with greater influence came greater scrutiny. People started questioning whether his softer approach could truly lead a divided church. His progressive views, especially on issues like inclusion and dialogue, didn't sit well with everyone. Conservative factions within the Church criticized him for not adhering strictly to traditional values, while others saw his approach as a much-needed breath of fresh air. Despite these challenges, his leadership continued to be marked by deep respect for different cultures, a focus on mercy, and a commitment to inclusivity. His efforts to create educational opportunities for children and promote peace in conflict zones like Myanmar were powerful examples of his hands-on leadership. Through his work with Caritas Internationalis, he led campaigns that changed how the world viewed migrants and refugees, calling on Catholics everywhere to welcome them as brothers and sisters. He also spoke boldly about issues like poverty, migration, and climate change, reminding the faithful that these were human issues, not just political ones. Yet despite his many achievements, controversy seemed to follow him. Some questioned his response to China's treatment of religious groups, while others criticized his handling of church misconduct in Manila. His approach of quiet diplomacy, especially regarding sensitive political issues, drew both praise and criticism. Some believed that in a time when bold leadership was needed, his cautious stance might weaken the Church's voice. As all these questions mounted, Tagle's rise seemed both promising and uncertain. Every decision, every silence, and every word he chose to speak or withhold carried greater weight than ever before. The story of Cardinal Luis Antonio Tagle is far from over. What happens next could either cement his place in history or dramatically change the course of his journey. What do you think about Cardinal Tagle's leadership? Do you believe it will affect the Church's future? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. We'd love to hear from you.